Okay. Hi, good evening, everyone, and welcome to PalabasTayo's After Party. Yep. While we're waiting for people to populate our stream, I would like to take this opportunity to say who or what PalabasTayo.com is. PalabasTayo.com is an online lifestyle and entertainment portal. We spotlight the many different facets of the arts, the artists, and of course their pursuit for perfection or their pursuit for the excellence. So we cover mostly theater because most of the people behind Malabas Tayo are, if not theater actors, they are theater aficionados or theater supporters. So that's why we cover a lot of theater. But that's not the only thing that we cover. We also cover fashion, TV, film, music, art, and lahat namang may palabas. Hence, PalabasTayo.com. In English, Teresa, this is for you maybe, but Palabas Tayo means let's put on a show or we are the show. Yeah. So this is Palabas Tayo After Party. You may be asking why After Party, right? Well, first of all, I want to do a shout out to Seth Nabulol. Seth Rudetsky and his husband James, because when the quarantine started, I was watching a lot of their program, a fundraiser called Stars in the House. And basically, they're also raising funds for the Actors Fund. And they were telling other people watching them from other countries, you know what? You guys can also do fundraisers in your countries for your communities. So I got inspired by that. And so I started talking to actors to Open House, basically to talk and say, hey, I want to do this. I want to help out. And thankfully, Open House said yes. So what is After Party? It's an online chikahan with their favorite artists. Basically, we talk about backstories. We have lighthearted tea and general shop talk. So tonight, we're very honored because the cast of the Sandbox Collective's Lungs and Every Brilliant Thing is joining us. And this is going to be like a reunion for them. Okay. Okay. So again, this is in partnership with Open House Fundraiser. Yeah. So what Open House does is they also raise money for our family and friends from the performing arts community. But to tell us more about that, I want to bring on stage a very nice guy from Phil Stage. He's the vice president. He's also with the Sandbox Collective, and he's also part of the Congress. He's a politician, but he's one of the nice guys I know. So please welcome Mr. Toff De Venecia.
Hi
Hi,
guys, hi
Toff.
everyone, to all the
Hi.
listeners. Hi Emil.
Hi. Hi. So,
Hi.
yes, can you please tell us more about Open House and give us updates on the donations?
Yeah, so Open House is an online fundraising project in support of the displaced workers in the performing arts community. It was spearheaded by Artists Welfare Project in cooperation with Phil Stage, Spit, Third World Improv, Theater Actors Guild, and Ticket to Me. So since launching the fundraiser in on March 26, we've raised almost 350,000 pesos, and we have disbursed as of today 160,000 of that to support 80 displaced workers. So we're talking, people who are working backstage, stage hands, dressers, uh, casting agents, artists, stage managers. So the whole gamut of workers in the performing arts. And we also use a vulnerability index to determine who are most in need. And the disbursements are being made through Artists Welfare Project. So yeah, like the last 2 weeks have been like very fun for those of us who've been working on it. We're constantly running after deadlines, and being active on the Facebook chats of all the Facebook live streams of our participating artists. But yeah, we've had the likes of Lisa Makuha, Elizalde do ballet bar class. Earlier this afternoon, Ryan Kayabyab did a workshop on how to create original Filipino musicals. Dennis Marasigan had a directing workshop last night. And then we had an amazing top female directors in the industry today. One of those is, of course, Jenny Hamora, who's the director of Every Brilliant Thing. And that was hosted by Lexi Schultz. So, yeah, we've been having like a lot of diverse programming, and everything is for free. You can view it through the Phil Stage and the Open House Facebook pages. And we encourage everybody to donate because every accumulated 2,000 pesos can really help support and sustain a displaced, vulnerable performing arts worker during this enhanced community quarantine.
That's great. Hold on, So I have a question. Do we have a profiling of these people that we have already helped? Like, sino ba to, taga saan, ilan yung pamilya niya, ganun. Do we have that? Is that information available?
Yeah, so there is a form that each applicant has to fill up, and it's quite and the processing is being done by Artists Welfare Project. And they have a team from Tanghalang Filipino who's sorting through each application, and then they're checking if they fit the criteria. So basically, vulnerability is determined if the worker had a contract that was less than 15,000 that was supposed to have been implemented during this period that we were in the quarantine. So obviously, because of the regulations of government, and we're all trying to curb the spread of COVID-19, these events or shows were canceled, and a lot of our workers in the performing arts community derive their livelihood from events and shows. And maybe they were paid a cancellation fee of like maybe 20% or 50% or maybe none at all, depending on the policies of the company. So yeah, there's a lot of vulnerable workers out there, and this Open House Fundraiser was intended to support them.
Well, we want to say thank you to you and to everyone who's doing all their really good job, from Alpi to Tag and to Spin to Third World Improv and Phil Stage. Everybody, thank you so much.
Yeah,
You
and
guys
Emil,
deserve
can we just
a
invite?
big round of applause.
Thank you. Emil, can we invite the viewers to join us
Yes,
for
please.
our remaining programs? Okay, so tomorrow, April 6th, we have a theater jazz workshop with choreographer Tipen Viñas. And we have an after work workout with theater and TV hunk Jay Gonzaga. So that's April 6th. April
Hunk talaga.
7th, hunk. I think he's gonna do it topless. So that should be a
Yes!
common. That should be a common for people. April 7, Tuesday, we have a voice workshop with Philippine Opera Company's Carla Gutierrez. And at night, we have Matatapos Din, where Black Box Productions will be presenting select scenes from Mula sa Buwan. So that's going to be so exciting. And we're going to cap off week 2 on April 8th, that's Wednesday, with our second Phil Stage Creative Roundtables featuring sound designers naman this time. So that's Teresa Barroso, RV Di Maculangan, Jethro Joaquin, Glenford Malimba, and TJ Ramos. And this will be moderated by Isa Litton. And later that evening, Wednesday, April 8th, we are going to be having a live reading of LJ Del Doc's Ang Goldfish ni Professor Di Maandal, starring the original Virgin Lab Fest cast. So it's going to be very exciting. And then Open House will take a break during Holy Week so we can re-strategize, and then we will be back stronger than ever April 12 for Easter Sunday.
Okay, so magbabalik na ng Easter Sunday, no? So after
Yes.
today, so wala lang ng Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yes.
Okay,
And
great.
then we're back on Sunday with a whole day of programming, and I think PalabasTayo will also have one.
Yes, so you watch out for all those programs, and please support all those. The more programs, the more opportunities to donate. So thank you so much, Toph, for joining us tonight.
Thank
And
you.
keep up the good work.
Love to the cast of Every Brilliant and Lungs, and to you as
Okay.
well.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks a lot. So we want to say hello to everyone who has joined us, who are part of the stream. By the way, keep sending your comments so we know that you're there. Let's read some now. Okay. This guy is from, I don't know, looks like Chinese characters. What's up? Another one. Oh man. Let's read some more. From Andre Nicolay Pamintuan. Hi, Andre. Shout out to PalabasTayo. Huh? What's that? Ano pa ba? OMG Top PalabasTayo. Sino pa ba nandiyan dyan? Go, Sir TJ. Si John Mark, yeah. Puro shirtless comments ko. Ha, ha, ha. And go Emil Vogacek. Sino yan? Thanks for your support, John Mark. Okay, now it's time for me to introduce our very special guests. As you know, this is the cast party or the reunion of the cast of Lungs and Every Brilliant Thing. So I'm going to bring them now one by one. Let's start with Every Brilliant Thing. Okay, so please put your hands together for Miss Teresa.
Hi everyone.
Hey.
How are you? Thank you,
I'm
Amy,
good.
for
Hi,
having
thank
me
you for
here.
joining us. Okay, let's also bring another one from Every Brilliant Thing. Hi, Kakki.
Hello, everybody.
How are you? How's the beach? How's the water?
Oh my God, ako. Oh my gosh. Okay. I made it just in time here in the city.
Thank you for coming. I love your color. I love your tan.
Parang hindi na ako nakapagpalit. Naka-bikini pa rin ako. Kasi nga, I'm in a rush.
Okay,
Hi.
let's also bring on stage from Lungs naman.
Hey
Hi,
guys,
Sab.
thank you for having
Oh, diba
me.
gusto niyo yung live audience ko dito nag-a-applause.
Woohoo!
And also mga bakla, ito na ang iniintay ninyo. Please put your hands together to Jay.
Hey guys.
Oh.
Hi. Sige. Oh, magbati muna kayo sa mga fans natin.
Yes! Oh, meron na. Oh, sabi ko, fans ko talaga mauuna eh. Oh, I miss you too! Hello! Hi, everyone! Oh, I think T will start. Let's go by order na lang.
Hi, guys. Hi, Jenny.
Hi, Jenny.
Hi, Jenny.
Okay, sige. Sige, bati muna isa-isa. Let's start with Teresa.
Hi everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm so excited to be here with Every Brilliant Thing, Kakki, myself. Thank you for hosting, and our Lungs family. This is like our Sandbox family.
Yeah.
Right here. So thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Kakki, say hello to your
Hi,
fans.
everyone. I feel like I want to hug my laptop right now kasi I am quarantined alone and I am missing people. And tonight would have been our official cast party siguro if everything pushed through and was on schedule. And the Sandbox Fest 2020, I'm still very hopeful that it's going to happen. We'll find out. Stay tuned. But right now, we're so happy to be spending tonight with you guys. And let's get the party started.
Yeah, you guys have your drinks.
Yes.
Cheers.
Yes. We're watching this is the cast party, so chill lang tayo. Grab yourself a drink, and then your snacks. If you have cookies, whatever, chips. If you have caviar, if you have boy bawang, pwede na rin yun. So join us. Grapes like grapes.
Wow.
So yun, again, so
Ako na ba?
please do not forget si Sab. Say hello, Sab.
Hey guys, it's so nice to see people. You know, this quarantine has been so challenging, and Jake and I never got to, do lungs. So we're so happy to be reunited with our brilliant sisters, T and Kakki, and I haven't seen Jake since our last rehearsal.
Yeah.
So we're so happy to be here. This would have been our cast party. And yeah, I'm just so grateful to be, spending this evening with you guys.
Sige. What was I gonna say? Tonight is actually an opportunity for everyone to donate. Open House is raising funds, right? And to donate, what you can do is you go to bit.ly/donate open house. Okay. And Jake has a special challenge for all of you. Jake, you want to talk about your challenge?
Yes, the highest bidder tonight will get a free shirt from me and a shout out on my IG. So please bid. It's for a good cause. Magtulungan po tayo sa mga panahon na ito. So there you go.
I have a question.
Okay, stay. Go ahead, Kakki.
I have a question. Yung t-shirt ba ni Jake, yan ba ay tipong yung suot niya ngayon na pagpapawisan niya?
Ay, habang nag-work out, diba?
Oo, tapos yung magpa-video yung tinatanggal niya. Tapos, kasi magbibid ako.
Basta, program, we will give updates on the highest donation. For example, so far the highest donation is 5,000. Anybody can donate 6,000. Ganyan.
I'll stick out the shirt later. I'll go to my room and then get that shirt so they can see what kind of shirt I'm bidding here tonight.
Sige.
Yeah, t-shirt. Okay, there's one for sure.
So donate na.
Yes.
bit.ly/donate open house. Okay, so right now I will talk about on how we are coping with this quarantine, but let's do it show by show. Maybe we can begin with every brilliant thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So who wants to start, Teresa or Kakki?
Kakki, you start. How's the beach?
The beach has been really good. I've visited 3 times. So we keep on talking about the beach. If you guys are kind of like, ano ba itong pinagsasabi niyang beach? Well, it's something that I started to keep my sanity and just to really make myself laugh, really. Because I posted it on IG. If you check out at Kakines, meron ako mga 3 visits on the beach here, actually. It's here. But it's nice to find a way na parang mag-imagine ako na really I'm in the beach. So I just do different scenarios para lang pasayahin yung sarili ko, and as a result, may mga napapasaya naman akong mga tao. Kasi wala lang, kagagahan lang. We gotta keep ourselves sane this quarantine.
Kasi diba, when the quarantine happened, everybody was inside. Ako, personally, feeling ko, may bagyo. So, hindi ako lumalabas kasi walang pasok, etc.
Yeah.
Pero pag sumilip ka naman sa bintana, the sky is so blue, it's so beautiful. Tapos, ang init-init, diba? So,
Yes! Ang
so normally, at this time, nagpaplano ka na ng trip mo to Boracay or abroad, whatever. So, yeah, naiintindihan ko kung bakit ka nagbi-beach,
Naka-bikini ako. I can literal So they're
diba? Yung nasa-miss mo pa nalalagay ka ng suntan lotion, nakikita ko
Yes.
Winner.
So I've a lot of versions, and it's just nice to imagine. And I don't know, for me, it makes me happy, and it works in keeping myself positive through this time. We need to be keeping ourselves, mentally fit. Ayan. So what was your question again? What was I supposed to share the cuento on what happened when I found out about the
no, not yet. Let's talk about how you guys are coping first. So ikaw, meron ka mga pa-beach videos. You're quarantined alone, right? Wala kang kasama.
Yes, kasi when the enhanced quarantine happened, actually that first week, nung hindi pa siya extreme enhanced with L-carnitine, nung normal pa lang, we were still operational because I have a food business, Diet Diva. So we were still every single day. It was kind of stressful adjusting to the new rules ng government. People were suddenly my staff was skeletal na, half na. So that entire first week, that was March 16 to 20, I was still working while the rest of the world was already starting their quarantine. So I just started talaga 21st, and the original plan is for me to stay in the HQ where my dog is and where my mom is. Pero pagkabalik ko na dito, and extreme na. And even my mom was like saying, anak, dyan ka na muna. Dito muna ako, dyan ka na muna on your own so that we can really, let's try to stay away and really have a solo quarantine for 14 days. Because we really just want to make sure that we are physically fit. So, ayun, I'm quarantined alone here. I didn't leave the house for 7 days. And then after that, I realized I have to do something to go out, to at least check on the neighborhood, to see if we're allowed to even walk our dogs or just walk around. And since I live in Eastwood, allowed kami. So now I've been going out because if I'm alone here in my 46 square condominium, it gets a bit cabin feverish. So what I've been doing is I try to move every day. Like I cook, I clean. If I can go out, mag-grocery ako, sasabayan ko na ng takbo around the neighborhood just to keep, just to really move. I can't sit still. And sometimes, alam mo yung kapag naka-Netflix ka lang the whole time, or when you're just, you're helping also all the fundraisers and coordinating, well, just in your space. But it gets very overwhelming. So I realized that just moving your body was the most helpful thing for me to do.
Yeah, well, anyway, thank you also for posting those videos because it also keeps us sane. And you, just kasi ikaw nga mag-isa ka, diba? So it's also very important for us to check on our friends, especially those mga walang kasama. I have this friend, si Ampy. Natutuwa ako kasi minsan nagsasend lang siya ng message parang, okay, welfare check. That's it. Parang just to check, okay pa ba kayo? Do you still have enough food? Because it's also very important to check on those people, diba? So if you guys have the opportunity, send a message, give a call, do a Zoom party, whatever, para lang makakonect, diba? But anyways, what about you, Teresa? How do you cope? How are you coping mentally, especially? Diba kasi every thing is about mental health. So let's focus on mental health.
Yes. I think surprisingly okay. We're doing okay. Unlike Kakki, we're a full house here. I have 3 kids. I have my husband and I have a dog. And so being trapped in a house with 3 boys is no joke. But
do you see the comment down there?
I know.
Do you see the comment?
Oh, thank you, John Mark. For us, it's mostly keeping my kids busy because my kids are still young, 4 and 3. I'm not worried about homeschool or anything like that because we kind of do that anyway. It's just a matter of just keeping them engaged. And to be honest, I don't even think they understand what's happening in the world. All they know is mom and dad are home every day. Mama and dad are here every day, and they think we're on vacation because my husband bought a little kiddie pool that he's like, babe, we're going to be stuck in this house for the next 30 days. Like, we got to do something to get the kids' energy out. So he bought a little kiddie pool and put it out front, and it's completely saving our life right now. So pretty busy between the kids and cooking. I feel like a caterer. I feel like I'm operating your business. Diet Diva moved to my house. Just send your Grab over here. Yes.
What do you tell the kids?
What do I tell the kids? They don't know. I mean, to be honest, I don't want to stress them out. They're too young. They have, even if I tell them, they don't understand it and they don't know how to process it. So for me,
Mm.
if there's no need to say it, if it doesn't, here are the thing. This is a little something I learned. If it's not true, if it's not kind, if it's not necessary, and if it's not securing to somebody, why say it? So that's kind of like, and that applies to kids as well, because there's no need to stress them out when they have no idea what's really happening in the world. And we don't have a TV. We only have laptops. Yeah, my 4-year-old broke our TV back in October when he tried to climb our drawers and it fell. So by default, no TV, very low tech house. So we're back to reading books, painting, being creative, going more internal, But to answer your question about the mental and how to keep sane, to be honest, I've had a yoga and meditation practice for over 20 years. And honestly, like now more than ever, it's really saving my sanity, being in one place, being in a house, being, and trying to just keep that presence of mind and staying connected to your breath and your body. And like you were saying, Kakki, moving your body, even if you just put on music and dancing, we like to do that as a family too. Like my son likes to play rap music right now. He likes Run DMC. So at 7 a.m, it's like, it's tricky. Boom, boom.
All right. Anything to keep our sanity intact, right?
Anything. We just like to laugh a lot, and there's a lot of cuddles and cooking and playing with the kids right now at our house.
That's really good. This gives us time to bond even more.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I was just telling my husband, I think this is a blessing in disguise, because honestly, like this is the slowdown that I've been really looking for as a family to, kind of connect, because my husband's also very busy and, he's a professional athlete. So his job is it's all consuming, so it's nice to just like kind of reconnect and regroup and figure out where we're going to go from here.
Okay. Thanks very much. Now let's go to the cast of Lungs. But we will focus on their physical side naman. Like how do you cope physically? Yeah, so let's bring back the cast of Lungs. Hi. Okay. Sab, let's start with you.
So yeah, like what Kakki said, I think it's really important that you keep moving. So I've been using the treadmill, doing like bar 3 stuff just to keep myself active, because I'm used to the grind. I mean, we were rehearsing for Lungs for so long, and then biglang, diba, full stop. So I really had to, although I mean, diba, I just had a sabbatical for my health recently. So I know what it's like to be stuck at home, to just slow down. So in a way, it's sort of going back to that, slow pace and just taking a deep breath and all of that. But yeah, I've been trying to keep myself active physically. I mean, medyo influenced din yan ni Jake Cuenca. To work out, just, get sweaty and get physical.
Yeah, because there's a danger to become a couch potato. All that Netflix.
Yes.
And all that
Oh
video.
my goodness. Well, I think I've gained weight na nga, but I'm trying to just fight it by working out.
Okay. Thank you. What about you, Jake?
Me, I mean, in terms of physical, yeah, it's the same thing for me. Like I brought my bike inside my condo, so I put it in the balcony. So at the same time I get sun, then I ride my bike. So there, I mean, there's not training wise, it hasn't really changed. In reality, like parang this is the moment to really, like in terms of eating healthy, staying healthy, and at the same time for me, because I watch films and I watch TV shows as like homework. So still I'm feeding my mind, and at the same time my body, like I mean I train thrice a day, still same parent, same regimen, but then because
Let's look at this, Jake. So how often do you do this every day, and how long?
Yeah, I do it every day. I do it twice a day. So
How long
dire-diretso.
is the cycling? Like 1 hour, 2 hours?
I change it up. Sometimes I go for an hour. Sometimes I go for 30
Wow.
minutes, 20 minutes. Really depends on what I feel like doing on that day. But I challenge myself. So I do it like twice. Before every meal I train. So if for anything, I kind of lost weight since the quarantine. And at the same time, like maganda din kasi we got to do our groceries together, me and Kylie. So all our food's vegetarian or we're pescatarian, so we're just eating very healthy. In fact, like for me, parang since the whole quarantine, when I got to really control what I eat and having time to really rest and take vitamins and get enough sleep and train, parang I feel like I've never been healthier. That's the thing. Like right now, that's how I feel at the moment.
Okay. Also, because we have so much time in our hands, is there anything that you discover about yourself? Are you discovering hidden talents or whatever? Do you do magic shows now? Mga ganon.
Um, for me, honestly, like I'm taking this opportunity to really evaluate the most important things in my life. There's a lot of time to think right now. There's a lot of time to go introspective with everything that you're feeling, with everything. So every time I do pray, like I find myself praying for the most important things. Like with this whole lockdown and quarantine, it's almost like we've been stripped away from our material things. We've been stripped away from our careers, from everything. So you can't. What resonates is the most important things in your life. So for me, parang obviously my girlfriend, my family, people that I care about. I'm reaching out to people that I actually really care about and messaging them and asking them how are they, stay safe and everything. So parang I'm taking this opportunity to really improve in myself, better myself, and be more organic about certain things I care about in life. So once the lockdown is over, once we get through this pandemic, parang I want to move forwards in my life as a better person with everything that's just the most important things are more intact in my life. So for me, Kylie's in the same page. This is what we do every day right now. We ask ourselves questions, what really is important, what our goals will be after the lockdown. And even with it being a lockdown, I started to realize na parang napaka-importante rin, napaka-special din pala ng time na sinespend natin with our loved ones. Like with me, I'm with Kylie, so I'm really thankful to be on lockdown right now with the person that I love, with my dogs, and being able to have my family in speed dial. That's me.
Yeah. It's really important that you learn something, that you get something good out of this, right?
Yeah, I think it's an opportunity to learn whatever you're passionate about. Like we live in a time now, we're so lucky because we have YouTube, we have Netflix. You can listen to a podcast about something you're really passionate about and you can improve yourself. You can come out of this lockdown really a better person, a more skillful person in whatever you want to do. So
Yeah.
for me, I've taken that to heart. So every day I'm feeding my mind and also just praying every day and just really like getting things together, cutting down all the noise and just really focusing in what's really important in my life.
Yeah. And it's also nice to have a drink or two, right?
Yeah, cheers. Cheers.
Cheers. Have a cast party.
My
And
dog.
speaking of Kylie, what is this?
Sporting with former star Neymar. Both club and player have made no secret of their desire to get out. So
Yeah, that's your next thing.
What
She's
is that?
doing
I was asking her, maybe na-discover niya yung talent niya, parang magic or something. What is that?
It's
What are you
TikTok.
trying to do there?
Everyone's doing TikTok except for me. I'm never doing TikTok, but she's doing it. So, yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, thanks, guys. We're gonna talk about now how you guys felt when your shows were canceled. But let's go back to the cast of Every Brilliant Thing muna. Yeah.
Yep.
Thanks, Jake. Thanks, Sam.
Thank you.
Okay, let's bring back Kakki and Teresa. Okay, how do you guys feel when you? Oh, you're muted. There. Can you hear?
Nakamute pa.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you guys feel?
How do I
How did
feel?
you guys feel when you learned that the show was canceled? Just at one point, kasi alam ko I was reading the stuff, diba? Some of your shows were sold out. Tapos biglang canceled. How did you guys feel?
Yeah. Oh, maybe I feel a bit it's okay just because we were able to open, and the show will always be there. It's very possible for us to do it again, and we're always ready for it when the world is ready. Oh, diba?
Yes.
You better watch out for us, world. We're gonna be back.
Oh, better work. But yeah, although when that was happening, uh, my show, I opened. When did I open? Saturday. Teresa opened Friday, and then there was the Thursday was the press night. I opened Saturday, and that day na may na-announce sa BGC na meron ng case sa BGC. So everyone was really like, we were so worried, as in. And when I was doing my show already, meron na kaming, all the protocols are already set. Face masks, alcohol, sanitizer, and our director and also our producer they were very strict about that. And our show is highly interactive. We dance,
Exactly.
we touch people, we hug them, we give high fives.
We
I
kiss
can't-
them.
everyone.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it was, I remember Jenny was telling me, Kakki, no kissing, okay? You stop yourself. You cannot kiss.
At any point, at any point, since you were right, it's highly interactive. You were touching the audience members. At one point, did it ever occur to your mind that parang, oh no, baka na-expose ako. I might have been exposed to someone who is positive.
Alam
Did
mo,
you
at
ever
the
think about that?
time, yung kaka-start pa lang, there was fear pero hindi pa paranoia. And our audience, they were like very confident. Then kasi start pa lang eh. So na may mga audience dyan na hindi ko kailangan ng mask. And then there's half of the audience who were like, don't touch me please. I'm gonna clap for you, but don't touch me. So we had to adjust to that. So it was changing as we were doing the show. And even, for example, I posted it already. There was a scene with Tom Rodriguez who guested, and he became a character in the show. He became my Sam. And I wasn't gonna kiss him for real. Kasi nga, I had strict orders from my director na mask kiss, pero like a quick smack. And because we need to be safe. Pero gusto talaga niyang mag-kiss kasi I don't know. What can I do? So, and then we did, and people were still reacting na parang not worried at all. I mean, I feel like if the next week of shows happened, iba na yung magiging oh yeah, this is what I'm talking about.
Okay, let's play this,
Yeah, sure. See, that was a hand sanitizer. Putting hands alcohol all over my face. There. And then, okay, I wanted to be safe. Ayan si Jenny. Sabi ni Jenny, okay, yan, binibigyan. See, I wanted to be safe. I'm just saying, Jenny, I wanted to be safe. Okay, he's putting on the mask. I'm putting on the mask. And I wanted to recreate the kiss. And it's still there. That was part 1. Diba? Nagtatatalon ako kasi nga it's so it was a highlight of my life. Ay, sabi ko pa talaga doon, I love my job. So yeah, so I was still able to experience that. So I guess it was still on the high, and I guess it's just I'm so positive kasi about the show happening, and it's so part of us, and our audience, they're also very much attached to the show that even if, even if hindi kami natuloy, even if hindi namin siya na-complete yung run for March, we know how much the audience loves the show, and I have a strong feeling it's coming back. So that was my experience. I know Teresa was there also when were you able to do the Saturday show, Teresa? Or I mean the Sunday show?
We did the Sunday show, yes.
Okay. So how was that on the Friday one?
I think by the Sunday, when they already made announcements, possible quarantine, things like that, people were a little bit more careful. You could just feel it in the audience more, because our show is interactive. We do look at every single person in the audience, and you could tell that they're not fully there, that they weren't fully watching, or if they were like cracking up, or they're with you. But if they weren't, you could tell like their mind is wandering. They were already on to the next thing, and it only made sense. I mean, it made complete sense, although we were bummed because we worked so hard on the show, and we were lucky we had a run last year, but we were just wanting to share it again this year, because I feel like because a year has gone by and there's just so much more nuance, it's kind of in your bones by this time. And we just wanted to bring back a whole new flavor to it too. So in that aspect, we were bummed, but at the same time, completely understandable because of the nature of our show. It's also very interactive. It would have made a lot of people uncomfortable, and we don't want to make people uncomfortable. It's about mental health. It's about creating safe spaces, and that means mentally and physically as well. We want our audience to have a great time, to be comfortable, to enjoy. And it's kind of hard to do that with everything that's kind of looming, in the air. You know what I mean?
All right. Lungs say.
Lungs. Iba yung experience nila eh.
So yeah, go ahead, Sab.
Yeah, as opposed to EBT, we never got to open. I was actually at Maybank when they announced the lockdown. So I got like a phone call and a text message from Kaisa saying, you should go home. They're about to announce this. So I didn't really know what to do. I didn't even get to pack my costumes. I didn't get to get any of my stuff from Maybank. As in, I just had to rush home and then wait for the announcement. And then yun nga sinabi na there was going to be, they didn't call it pa lockdown, parang quarantine or whatever. And I guess at that time, hindi ko pa siya ma-process na hindi matutuloy yung show, because I waited so long for, this rerun. We waited 2 years. And then it finally happened. Tas biglang, diba? It's like the rug got pulled underneath me. So it was really heartbreaking. And yun pa, I had to wear my marketing and PR hat. I had to.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
That's
I had
nightmare.
to draft the statements for Sandbox. So I had to set my feelings aside as an actor. So yun, I guess in a way, nakatulong yun na I didn't have to think about my feelings and my pain as an actor losing a job. So I had to, set that aside, wear my marketing and PR hat first. And I had to draft those statements for Sandbox. So heartbreaking, but the entire world is going through this, and I can only pray that we wake up from this nightmare soon, because it's affecting everybody, and I just really hope there's like light at the end of the tunnel. That's my hope.
What about you, Jake? What do you think about all that?
It was a bummer. Definitely, it was definitely a bummer, but it was necessary. I would say parang I'm happy with the fact that we did the lockdown early, but we were able to at least contain it while the numbers were still low. Obviously, it's still growing now, but you can see it a little. You can see a little bit of a difference. It's getting a bit better, about a little bit, but hopefully it sustains. It gets better all in all. But for me, obviously, it was a bummer because. Like Sab and Toph and everyone knows that when I do theater, I really cancel everything. I had said no. I had canceled so much work to do lungs. But for me, that's just the only way to do theater. in reality. But for me, parang in terms of not being able to perform in a live audience, that for me sucks. Like it's sad. Diba? We rehearsed so much, we gave so much of our time, we weren't able to perform. Sucks.
Yeah,
But
it really
but
sucks.
but
Yeah,
but for me, I had to ask myself, why did I want to do this again? And for me, it's a learning curve. For me, to do theater always makes me, number one, humbled. It makes me a humble actor. Number two, it brings out all this passion in me when it comes to my craft. And then number three, it's just my me wanting to learn things and to better myself in terms of acting. And I got all of that in the rehearsal process. I got the honesty with my directors and my co-actress. Like, if it's bad, it's bad. You know, I mean, obviously in mainstream shows they'll tell you that, but in theater, right away, instantly, pangit, change it. You know what I mean? They challenge you. So that you can't pay for. That honesty you can't pay for. Being able to study, to analyze again the script that I really fell in love with 2 years ago, and be able to do it again is such a blessing. At the end of the day, yeah, we'll do it again. Like I said, parang for me, give me the date, and whatever I'm doing, I'll drop it just to do this play. That's how much I love this play. But in terms of that learning process, being in that environment again, that passion from my directors, from my co-actress, from being challenged by the script again, I got all of that. And by the last rehearsal, I was talking to Toph the next day, and I said, parang, at the end of the day, I'm still so grateful and so thankful, because that learning process, you can't even go to school and learn this much. In terms of, like, you can't go to an acting school and learn this much, and there you go. That's a video.
Aww.
Yeah, nakakamiss. We'll do it again. I'm really optimistic.
You know what, Jake? I'm sure a lot of people in the industry are also happy to have you because of your dedication as well. So welcome to the family.
Thank you.
But speaking of you, Jake, so far, according to Phil Stage, we have raised 12,000 since we started the program, and the highest bid or the highest donation so far is 10,000. So
That's
if
now?
you want, this is now. So if you want to get that shirt from Jake, and if you want that shout out,
I got it. It's my favorite football jersey. It's Ronaldo. I use this.
Goodness.
It's the newest jersey of Juventus. So whoever $10,000, here you go. Just put your address, and hopefully someone can get the details, and I can have it sent over.
That's the power of Jake Cuenca.
Thank you for this.
Yan. Sige, so keep donating, guys. Just go to bit.ly/donate open house. Okay, let's welcome back again the people from Every Brilliant Thing. Let's talk about your experience doing the show, preparing for the show.
Experience preparing for the show. Oh,
Yeah.
T, you go first.
Okay. So the first time or the second time?
Both. Actually, there's
Both.
more the second time.
This,
Or what's the difference?
Hold on. I'm gonna plug in because my battery's about to run out. One second.
Okay. Sige. While Teresa's plugging in, I can take over first.
Go ahead, Cax.
Okay.
Sige, go ahead, Kakki.
Yan. Okay. Yan. Ayan, as you can see, nag-workout ako. Ayan. Are we good?
Yeah, go ahead.
Good.
The second run was it is so funny because when our first rehearsal, we made the kamustahan. Jenny was asking us how it has been 1 year since we did our last show. Oh, diba? Oh, ayan. And also, it so much went on in our lives and also in our bodies after a year, in just 1 year. I've been dealing with Hashimoto's, thyroiditis, and that is it's an autoimmune disease that affects that causes hypothyroidism sa akin. So it's metabolic and autoimmune. And then Teresa became a mama. And so we were all just catching up on what happened. And I felt like dealing with the material after a year, we felt more fragile. I felt like I was more fragile, and life in general felt more fragile. And also, my mind, when March, I was doing 3 shows all at the same time. So I was doing Every Brilliant Thing. I was preparing for Ramahari as well, and I was also preparing for Top Girls. So unlike before, where I was able to focus on EBT, I was associate producer then, but still it was all about EBT. Before I came in and did 4 shows, I was juggling three things at the same time, 3 shows. So my mind was weird. I was forgetting lines. I was as chunks, paragraphs. When during the first run, na-memorize ko na siya in a day. So until the very end, until we were able to do the first run with the audience, nakakalimot ako ng madami. And I'm just very happy na now you have a director like Jenny and also Teresa who's there, who supports you, and we have created such a safe space for us to be able to explore and also share our anxieties while going through the material the second time around. And ayun, it was very weird for me talaga yung experience na bakit ako nakakalimot ngayon ako. And then eventually when we started doing the show again, when we did the show, I did 2 shows. Okay na. It was, Teresa mentioned before that it felt like it's in our bones. So it was very, in the end, it turned out okay. So yeah. How about you, T?
Oh gosh, to prepare for the show, I think the first time last year when we did the show, I was really nervous. I have to admit, I was super duper nervous because I hadn't done theater in 8 years. I don't know how that happened. It's just like life took over, business, marriage, kids, and travel. I don't know how 8 years hadn't done theater. And then we jump into a material that is everything I'm scared of. A one-woman show, comedy, and improv with people. So I mean, I'm not as it's funny, as we're a performer, we're artists, we have our craft, yes, but as a person, I'm actually very introverted. I'm a homebody. I'm very internal. So this really got me out of my shell again. And I'm happy that we did work on it because it is an important subject that needed to be discussed. And it was just beautiful that this material that Duncan Macmillan wrote, the British playwright that wrote this, and it gave us that space to work with the narrative and tell the story in a safe space, in a theater setting, so that when people watch, you can't help but feel empathy and compassion and human connection with not only with the character, but with each other. It's such a beautiful story and beautifully well written, and just the dynamic and the structure of the show. I was grateful for the opportunity to do this show. And then the second time around, I was just super excited that we get to do it again and share it with more people. Even in our group chats, I'm like, okay, we need to get students in here. We need to bring this to a wider audience, beyond the theater going crowd that we have in Manila. Even in our first meeting, I remember when I first had a meeting with Jenny and Toph, they said, this is more than a play. This is a movement. This is, our activism. And I said, I know that. And I'm all in game. How are we going to do this? How can we move the needle? Because this is more than just storytelling. We are helping people. We're normalizing the conversation.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for those stories, those insights. I'm gonna ask the cast of Flunks to play a game with me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be
Yes.
right back.
Hindi kami pwede sumama.
You can watch.
I wanna play something with Jake. Just lang. Ako pala yung bigay ng 10,000. So, pasensya.
Okay, so far 10,000 pa lang ang pinakamataas. So guys, donate some more.
That was me.
Donate by clicking on bit.ly/donate open house. You will the highest donation tonight will get a shirt from Jake and a shout out on his Instagram. Yeah, so donate.
I'm also gonna auction off this shirt. Okay, so
Ay, baka marami mo na yan.
yeah.
Pero sige, let's play a quick game with Sab and Jake. Sorry.
Oh my gosh, ano to?
Ano lang to? So basically ganito. Di ba in lungs, it's just the two of you the whole time and there's no intermission. That's a kilometric lines to memorize. But let's give you an extra challenge. Let's switch roles. Let's switch your lines, and you do the conversation. You're okay to paraphrase. Basta you decide which. And I'm sure you already discussed which scene you're gonna do, right?
No.
Di pa ba?
No, but yeah,
Yon. Then do the scene, pero palit kayo ng lines. Challenge.
Good luck, Jake.
I don't think it's gonna go so far.
But that's okay, just a sample.
All right.
Which
fine.
one? Which scene?
The first scene.
The first scene. Okay, go.
A baby.
Breathe.
A baby.
I was just thinking,
About the future.
we have to change the way we live.
The planet use less.
Oy, bawal magkodigo.
Go.
No, it's cheap.
That's not what I mean, but no.
Okay.
No, it's
Okay.
I'm freaking you out.
No, I'm not freaked out.
You thought you'd be the one
No.
to say, yes, okay, let's do it. Let's
That's
to put pressure on.
pressure. Okay, put the pressure on.
You're freaking out.
You're having a. I was getting like this whole time.
That's okay.
Ano
That's
yan?
okay.
I dropped script the moment they said nah, it's postponed. I just let go of the script and then that's that. I just dropped it. Even if you told me to do my lines now, I wouldn't have remembered it anymore.
Nice try, though. Nice try. Oh, let's read this message from Open House. Help us reach 1 million. Jay, can you read this for us, please?
Yeah, help us reach 1M to provide financial assistance to 500 displaced workers in the performing arts community. Click on HTTP, donate Open House to donate every accumulated peso, 2,000 pesos will support the displaced worker during the enhanced community quarantine. So yeah, please help donate and yeah.
Okay, it's almost 11. Are you guys okay to extend a little bit more para we can get more donations? Kasi 10,000 pa lang.
Of course.
10,000 pa lang.
Absolutely. I'm
Cool?
okay.
Cool. Sige. It's your cast party anyways. Where are your drinks?
Here.
Class party, guys.
Oh,
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, wait, tea. Let's wait for tea.
Sige.
Ayan.
And also when Teresa comes back. Ayan, okay. Cheers!
Cheers!
Cheers! Those of you who are watching, you can also cheers with us on screen.
Cheers.
Sige. Keep those donations coming. And also, please keep commenting para we know what's going on. Hi, Kaisa.
Kaisa said those are
Kaisa,
your
by the way, is the assistant director for, is it lungs or every brilliant thing?
lungs.
Love.
Or lungs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, Kaisa. Thank you for joining us.
Emil.
Okay. Yes.
Can I just give a shout out also to Teresa and to Jake and Kylie, because Teresa was part of the Global Mala. She had a Global Mala event that was able to raise funds as well for the COVID crisis. And also Sina Jake, they were able to send a lot of food to the frontliners. And I thought that was really amazing. And I'm sure Sab and I are also doing our own thing and also
Yeah.
other avenues. But it's nice that we find there's so many groups that we can help and we can donate, from feeding the frontliners to having yoga sessions, and through this especially open house. And I'm just glad that we're able to do this for everybody.
Yeah, it's
Thank you
amazing.
guys. Thanks for doing that. Good job.
Definitely. We should, if we can help, anyone who's listening, if we can help, we should help. We should take care of we should take care of our frontliners, because at the end of the day, like, our frontliners are not just soldiers here; they're generals. I mean, if anything happens to them, there's no one else who's going to take their place. So we need to take care of them. We need to make sure they're good spirits. We need to make sure their morale is up, and we should do the smallest thing that we can for them, because they really are our heroes right now. Sila talaga ang mga bayani natin.
Yeah.
Right.
You are the
Totally.
unsung
Completely
heroes.
agree. Oh, let's give a shout out to Direct Joey Gonzalez Mendoza, the director of
Hey,
in the
Direct
Tropics,
Joey.
all the way from New York.
Yeah.
We have a New Yorker.
Direct Joe.
Want some coffee.
And happy closing, I guess, also dapat Ana in the Tropics, di ba?
Yeah.
Diba? Kasabay natin, kabatch natin sila sa mga hindi natuloy ang photos.
Oh.
Hello,
Teresa, you mind reading this comment from this guy?
Which one?
Hi, everyone. The one there.
Loving this, missing both of these shows. Aww.
Hello.
Thank you for joining the reunion. Okay, let's play a game with Every Brilliant Thing girls. Yeah.
Okay.
So Jake and Sab, I'll take you off the screen first. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll see more of you in a bit. Okay, so Every Brilliant Thing is ang daming improv done, diba? Ang daming surprises. At one point, you were asking the audience, what are things that you're thankful for, or something like that, like ice cream or stuff. Yeah. Basically, it will teach you how to value things, ganyan. So let's do that right now. I will give a category, and then you will take turns giving an item within that category.
Okay.
Pero dapat mabilis to. It has to be really quick. Whoever did not give an item, yes.
Like one answer, and then keep going back and forth?
Yeah, back and forth. Yeah.
Okay.
And if you don't give an item within 3 seconds, you lose.
Okay.
Yeah. Or inom.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so fill up.
Okay.
Ready.
Okay. Let's do the first category.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll give a category, and then you guys give items that fit that category. Yeah?
Okay.
First answer will be coming from Teresa.
Okay.
Yeah? First category is malls.
Malls. Food court.
Is it a brand of mall? Hindi.
Yeah, like where, which mall do you go to? Like the
Oh,
the
got
name
it. I
of the
thought
mall.
what you're grateful for in a mall.
Oh no.
I said food court.
You're grateful for this specific mall, you know?
Oh, I don't frequent malls, but the closest to me is Greenbelt. So Greenbelt.
Okay. Greenbelt Mall. Kakki.
Power plant.
Power plant.
Eastwood.
Yep.
SM Aura. Charot.
SM Mall of Asia.
SM North EDSA. Wow.
SM Cebu.
Harrison Plaza.
Trinoma.
UP Town Center.
Alabang Town Center.
Green Hills.
New Valley.
Is that a mall?
Podium.
Okay.
Mega Mall.
Robinson's Galleria.
You said Ermita.
So Kakki won that round. You better drink up, Teresa.
Drink up, drink up.
Don't worry, I got a second. This is harder.
Okay, let's try one more, yeah?
Okay.
Let's try one more. Because of the quarantine now, we can't visit those malls, right? So
Yeah.
now we're so thankful for these malls, right? Next category. COVID-19 protection.
Oh, yeah.
You start, Kakki.
Hand sanitizer,
Face mask.
alcohol,
Gloves.
PPE,
Hoodie.
yung sa mukha.
Anong mukha?
Yung sa mukha, yung hindi lang yung mask, yung pang
Oh, like a guard.
Yeah, the face guard. Yes.
Okay.
Portable germinator.
Your house if you quarantine.
Oh. Drinking vitamin C.
The sunlight.
Vitamin D. Very good. Selenium.
Zinc.
Oh, nuts and seeds. Naging nutrition, no?
Ano na? Sino na?
Selenium.
Showering after going out.
Spraying
Okay.
bleach on your shoes when you walk inside the door. Or before you leave your shoes out, you spray bleach. Clorox.
Lysol.
Oh, wipes.
Yung disinfectant. Zonrox.
Okay. 1,
Clorox!
3. Okay, we're out of time. Who won that round?
Tama ba yun?
It doesn't matter. We're all going to drink. Cheers.
Yeah, let's drink. Cheers.
Cheers. What are you
Okay.
having, Teresa? What's there in your clean canteen?
Moving
What's
on
that?
to vodka.
Vodka. This is calamari.
Vodka in a clean canteen.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
Let's talk about let's talk about any news on the rescheduling of the show.
Oh, Sab.
Everything is up in the air. I mean, we were really hoping we could do it in June, but to be honest, we don't know how much longer we have to be in quarantine. So, of course, the public safety and health is always going to be our priority. So, we're just taking it day by day. And if we get to do it in June, then great. And if not, then we'll find the time, God willing, diba, matuloy, diba? So, yun, we're hoping and praying that we get to restage these shows because these are amazing shows that people have to see, not for us, but for the messages of the show, for mental health, for the environment, for climate change. Now more than ever, people have to see the shows.
Okay. But you guys are still available and you still want to do the show. Of course you want to do the show, right? But are you guys still available?
We will always be available for the shows. We're gonna be
Duncan McMillan.
I think we all feel the same way. When it comes to the theater, we kind of clear our schedules and be like, it's a priority because it's important. It's something that, just lifts your soul and it's just something we want to do. So we make it a priority.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. Sige, can we invite again the people to donate?
Yes. Can we put the link again?
Sure,
Yes,
it's down there, it's scrolling.
Okay, donate to Open House, guys. Again, it's for a good cause. Please help us out with all the artists and everyone. Yeah. So please, donate. And for the guy who donated $10,000, you got a free shirt from me. So there you go.
Thank you, Jay.
Yeah.
If hindi matop yung 10,000, that will go to you.
Okay.
The top will have the names and the details.
Okay.
Sige. Kakki, can you help read this?
Okay, sure. Oh, from Apple Nerva. Hi, Teresa, Kakki, Sab, and Jay. Kyla here. Oh, hi, Kyla. Just wanted to already know that people are looking forward to see you guys back on stage. My ticket buyers for Lungs didn't even ask for a refund, and we're keen on awaiting for Sandbox Fest to be back on stage. For EBT, I still get inquiries and comments for the show to be back after COVID, even if my EBT show was done already. So yeah, cheers, guys, and see you at the theater soon. Yeah.
Oh, thank
Thank
you.
you, Apple.
We love you.
This is so true talaga. I share the same sentiment with her because I also bought a show for Every Brilliant Thing, and my the people who paid for the tickets are not even asking for a refund. They're like, when it comes back, you already reserved the tickets. We already paid for it, and we're just gonna wait for the announcements for it to come back. So yeah,
That's very good. Thank you for not taking your money back. Actually, just an idea, and I've seen people do this before in other countries. If you can, for those of you who already bought tickets, do not refund and just donate that money if you have the means. I mean, that's another way to help out, right? If you can, don't refund anymore. Donate yun na lang, di ba?
Yeah.
Just an idea.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay, so maybe to close,
Yeah.
do you have any encouraging words for our audience or for your posses, for your fans, for your friends? Let's do it one by one. Teresa, do you want to start?
Yeah. Thanks, guys, for tuning in and spending some time with us. I hope you're all well and you're safe and you're staying home. Stay healthy, stay mindful. Now is the best time more than ever. Like Jay said, best time to feed your mind, work on yourself internally. And when this is all over, you'll be able to manifest a lot of things externally. So wishing you guys all well. And thank you again for joining us.
Okay, let's go with Sab. Thank you for that, Teresa.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just hope everybody's staying safe and healthy, and I truly hope we see the end of this nightmare soon, and it's gonna happen. I think if we all pour our hearts and minds to helping other people, helping our frontliners, I think we're gonna get through this horrible crisis as better and brighter and more brilliant people, and take the time at home to just breathe and cultivate your creativity, spend time with your family, remind yourself of what matters, and eventually we're gonna get through this together. So I hope you're all well, and if you need anything, we're just here, and we hope to see you soon at the theater. God willing, schedule willing, we'll be there to entertain you and to share.
We're not gonna go anywhere. Where are we gonna go? Okay, Kakki, your turn.
Hi, hello everyone. Thank you for tuning in and for spending the night with us. Thank you for joining us in this after party. Just wanna remind you guys, feel free to donate. http://bit.ly/donate open house, and you're going to be able to help the displaced workers in the theater and arts industry. Thank you for those who donated already. Maraming salamat. For those of you who are also looking for many other avenues or organizations to donate to, we also have Bayanihan Musikahan. I will be there on April 13, that's 7 p.m. for an hour. I'll be singing songs at makikipagchikahan din with you guys. So I hope you guys can put that on your calendars. That's April 13 after. We'll see if the quarantine is lifted then, but I'll be online that Monday. And also all the other open house and tag initiatives. We have a lot of classes, like what Jake mentioned earlier. There's a lot of opportunity online now to be able to feed your mind and to learn from. Oh my gosh, I can't even describe how amazing the female directors.
Oh,
that was.
Did you watch that yesterday?
Great show.
Yeah.
Great show.
I'm gonna
Oh my
watch it
God.
again because oh
Yeah.
my God, what a great way to these things won't happen. It will. I don't think they will happen. I don't think we won't have the time that we have now. to be able to hold discussions like what happened, like what we're having now online. So, ang saya, di ba?
Sobra.
Really making the most out of the current situation and maraming opportunities para makatulong. And also, just wanna give another shout out. Meron ding mangyayaring, what's this? I forgot. I listed it down actually here. I list my brilliant things over here, but I don't think I did it properly. There's another event that's gonna happen on April 13th, 6 p.m. Let me just look at my calendar. Oh, there's PH Stronger Together. So that's also the theater artists coming together to have a concert, an online concert for the frontliners naman po yun. So yes, for everyone, we're gonna be here. We're gonna be taking care of each other. If you guys are going through something, remember that you can always list down the brilliant things. And every day, from sunlight to the fact that you're just waking up, you can list them down, and they're gonna get you through the hard times. And like, if you're having a hard time now, know that things will get better. They may not always be brilliant, but they will get better. And if you want to give a shout out, you can always message me if you need anything. You can message me personally at Kakkines, and I'm gonna reply and help you out with whatever you're doing.
Actually, let's play a game on that. You know, throughout this whole quarantine, if you guys can tag us and take a picture of your brilliant thing, and then tag us via hashtag everybrilliant2020. I need to see things that'll cheer me up as well. And if there's things that's brilliant for you, please share them with us, because we will check that hashtag, and let's just keep it going. Let's just keep all the brilliant things going.
Yes,
That's a great idea. Great idea.
Thank you, everyone.
Sige, Jake, you want to give some encouraging words? But before that, Jake, can you read this for us?
Okay. PalabasTayo, featuring the Lungs and Every Brilliant Thing cast, has raised 16K from this program alone. Woot woot. Thank you to all the generous donors. Help us reach 1M by donating to it says right there below. Donate Open House, hashtag Open House Fundraiser. Thank you guys for donating today. Thank you for helping the cause. And again, stay at home, stay indoors, stay healthy. Don't forget to drink your vitamins. Boost your immune systems by working out, eating healthy, and take this opportunity to spend time with your loved ones. If you love someone out there, if you have family out there, if you have beef with anyone out there, it's the perfect time to make amends. You know, it's a perfect time to reach out, squash anything, and just, by the time this lockdown is over, what we want to do is have this second chance at life and live a more meaningful life without hate, with just love everywhere, and just have a clean slate. So thank you so much for everyone who tuned in. Please catch or play once we get a chance to do it all over again. God knows I want to do it again, and I'll make time for it. And we'll see you all in the theater.
Okay, thanks for that message, Jake. Before we go, I just want to invite everyone to the other programs happening for Open House. So on April 6th, that's tomorrow, Monday, from 4 to 5 p.m., there's going to be a theater jazz class, I guess, by Stephen Viñas. And then Tipen. 6 to 7 p.m., there's going to be an after-work workout with Jay Gonzaga. There's a comment kanina, dapat daw ikaw rin, Jake, magganyan ka rin daw, parang workout class.
Good luck.
Tapos pala,
get us away from this guy. This guy's been biting my foot since we started this thing. He's been biting my foot, been wanting attention from me. So there you go.
I just want to add, Toph said kanina that Open House will be dark from April 9 to 11. It will be back on Easter Sunday. So we want to invite you. PalabasTayo AfterParty will have another episode on Sunday. That's April 12. It's going to be with the cast of what's this? Anna in the Tropics.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Let's show the
Greg
details.
Joey, nice to see you.
Yan. So that's
Yeah.
April 12 with Anna in the Tropics. It's another cast party. Yon.
Nice.
So that's it for now. Please donate. Please donate. Yeah, you wanna add something? Anyone?
Yes. Is it okay to give a quick shout out to everyone who gave comments today? Dito
Sure.
sa kasi ang cute nila, talagang nagdadadal sila. So, I'm gonna make it quick, everyone. So, thank you, Ivan. Thank you, Migs. John Mark Yap. Kaisa, Jenny. Thank you, Gabs, Timog. Also, Leah De Jesus, Rafa Tixon, Eunice, Urain. Thank you, Andre. Direct Andre. Thank you, Kaisa. Thank you, Pauline. Thank you, Frida Tan. Thank you, meron pa ba ako nakalimutan? Leah De Jesus, I mentioned you already. Thank you. Meron pang isa. JB and Carlo Joaquin, Jude CB pala. And again, Apple Nerva and Ken Warren. And the Pinoy Midnight Snackers. Thank you for tuning in.
Yes.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much. Oh, can somebody do a screenshot with the drinks?
Yes.
Let's hear it.
Who can do that?
Do it. I'm so low tech.
Wait, sige, I'm gonna try.
I'll take a photo.
Yes.
Ikaw na, Jake.
There, 1, 2, 3. Cheers.
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 Yes.
Yay. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Kakki. Thank you,
Cheers.
Teresa. Thank you, Sab. Thank you, Jake, so much. And thank you to everyone who watched, and thank you to everyone who donated. You can still donate even after the show stops broadcast. Yeah, so please go to bit.ly/donate open house. Thank you so much. Have a great night.
Thank you. Thank you.
PalabasTayo.